See. Oh, going once, going twice. Let me see. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. I don't know. Give me 1 second. Hang on. Okay, I have on a mic now. Let's see if you guys can hear me with that. If you can hear me, drop a 1 in the chat. Hopefully this works. Hey, Chasing Rainbows. Hello, everybody. Hey, Sophia. Dawn, can you guys hear me? Or maybe you heard me before I switched the microphone out. I don't know what is going on. I hope we can have a Friday Night Live. Hopefully the sound is working for us. Let me know. Okay. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whew, technical difficulties. It's Friday night. Happy Friday Night Live. Thank you everybody for joining me. Grab your weed, grab your wine. It's going to be a good time. I hope you all had a good week. All right. Melissa, Sarah, hello. Hey, June. Let me know where you ladies are coming in from. Shorty P98, Davinia, Chasing Rainbows, Dawn, Shim Anderson, Sophia, Laura. Laura, I was saying when you couldn't hear me that I love your posts. Your comments always lift me up. And I appreciate that you give me the timestamps because then I know exactly what you guys are talking about. Hopefully you guys, thank you, June. Hopefully you guys have seen the latest video because I just want to do an update on like what's happening, what's going on. I was going to do a watch party with that video, as I'm sure you guys saw, and then I decided I didn't want to do that. So we're just going to do a live and catch up and see how anybody is doing. If anybody has any experience with Lupron and they want to join in, I'm going to drop the link in the chat for you all to see. At least I think I am. Don't tell me my keyboard batteries are out already. It's been a minute since I have done a live. Okay. Yeah, if anybody wants to come in and talk about, hello, San Francisco Bay Area. Hello, Southern California. All right, California, it's early for you guys. It's like, what, 4 o'clock? Thank you for being here, San Bernardino. Hey. All my old stomping grounds. Excellent. Well, welcome. Come on in. Grab your drink. I am just doing water with some flavoring in there, the mayo flavoring in there. I did chew a little bit of the wacky tobacco, so I'm sure it'll kick in this live. And then I have some grapes. I'm going to play the intro for you guys while I play the intro. If you want to go grab your drink and come back, we will be here. Replay crew, for those who are not catching us live on Friday, the 19th of August at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Give me a little blue heart in the comments down below for the replay crew. And yeah, let's do this open real quick.
What's up, Fertility fan? Let's get these babies, ladies. To make those rainbows in my mind when I think of you. What the?
Uh-oh. I hit too many buttons. All right, we're here. What is happening? I hope you guys all had an amazing week. Hopefully you have seen the video. Hey, Aero. Hey, Sunshine. You did 14 days of Lupron acetate and it was easy. Awesome, Sunshine. Your body reacted very differently to both. Hey, Storm. How are you? Wait, so Sunshine said, I'm not camera ready, but I have done both Depo Lupron 6 months and 3 months, as well as the 14-day Lupron acetate that you do before the medicated FAT. Okay, FET. Okay, so yeah, I'm doing the Lupron acetate. It's probably going to be more than 14 days, but I won't get into all that because I already recorded that in a video and I will let you guys see it. Hey, Jazz Fame. I'm well. How are you doing? I'm glad you guys made it. Thank you. What are you guys sipping on? I feel at peace. There was something off about the cycle that was, we're going to call it delayed, right? The start of it, I don't know. I just couldn't settle my mind. And so I don't know if that meant something, if that was like an instinct of, I don't know, something just like I had this little niggling feeling like something was off. And so I just feel at peace, like, and I have been on the fence. I talked to you guys about that, about whether I should even do the Lupron, not do the Lupron, because of, the doctor was like, we don't have to. And so I wasn't sure. But I feel like this happening, me ovulating on my own through the S-trays kind of like tipped it in the favor of like, go ahead and do the Lupron, sis. Like that and the potential or the suspected adenomyosis, it's like, let's just do the damn thing, right? And I know she was like, oh, I didn't want to put you in a menopause, but I mean, it's coming sooner or later at this point. I'm 51. So what are we rushing it? A couple months at this point? But a lot of you ladies also said you had it and you weren't pushed into menopause. Although one of you said you were still having symptoms after you used it. I can't remember who. I think you reached out to me on Instagram. I'm not sure. But we're having bad side effects. And you wondered if it was because of the Lupron. You said it happened afterwards. So, you weren't conclusively sure, but you suspected it might be. So I just feel like it all is happening as it's supposed to happen. And I think even though like in the last video, I was like, oh, I'm finally excited. And then by the end of the day, it was over. It was taken from me. I don't know. That was the day. Like that was the shift. It had felt kind of surreal before that, if it makes sense. Like I was just kind of going through the paces. So I feel like this little 14-day break is it's not even really a break because I'm doing injections, but this like 14-day pause is a good reset. And there's a couple things that I wanted to get done because I'm always team too much. I wanted to get done before I start another like full medicated cycle. Like I want to do RF microneedling on my face and you have to have anesthesia and it's like a radio frequency. So really you shouldn't be doing that like on a body full of hormones. And definitely not pregnant. So I want to get that out of the way. And I think I need to get my eyebrows microbladed one more time before I go. So it's the little things. And I don't know, there's just something about stimming when it's like, or not even stimming because I'm not stimming, I already have the embryos. There's something about doing all the injections when it's colder. I don't know, I just like it better when it's not colder, but when it's chillier. It is like hotter than blue blazes in New York as of late. And just I don't know. It's not as, you don't want to rush home and do shots. Let me say it like that. You don't necessarily want to rush home and do shots. Even though I'm now doing the Lupron shot, I just am like, it's not to do anything other than to suppress my body. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, it's kind of like a chill shot, if that makes sense. And it's a little tiny needle. It's a subcutaneous shot. It's one of those like diabetes, or not diabetes. When you have diabetes, it's one of those insulin needles. I'm only doing 20 units, so it doesn't seem to be too crazy. Yes, exactly, Laura. Just given a little needed extra time and time to get my mind right too. So I did dig out my fertility affirmations card. So I have been looking at that. I ordered a meditation guidance book. It's really about cleaning chakras, but they had it on sale at Target. And for some reason, I'm inclined to use my Target card. That 5% off talks to me. I have everything I need to be a loving and successful parent. So just pulling these and sitting and thinking about them. I am filled with hope. So yeah, just those sort of little nice reminders and remembering to be kind to myself. Yeah, I don't know that I went into it with kindness for myself. I think I went in with sort of tolerance, and I think I just need to give myself more grace. So, um, you have PCOS, and I've been trying to look at natural herbs. Okay, so what are you like to suppress the PCOS part? Where are you in your journey, Jazz? Um, I'm glad you're too, Jazz. Chloe, hi. How are things up north? How are you doing? Yes, yes, Sophia, all the California girls in the house, including me. I'm just a California transplant sitting on the East Coast, but I will always be a California girl at heart. Forever and ever. Hey, Mrs. Living in Hope, how are you? Are you guys out of school? Are you on break right now? How are things going? How are the islands? I need to get away to an island. My sister just got back from a vacation on the islands. We're doing a family trip next year to Turks and Caicos, so that should be fun. But yeah, this has not been the year for vacations for me for a number of reasons. Money, logistics. I am trying to go to Vegas in September, but now I don't know how that's going to pan out with the cycle delay because I should be transferring around the middle of September. And so we'll see how that all pans out. Depending on how my blood work goes, the doctor, you guys heard if you saw the video, we might have to do more monitoring. And so hopefully I respond well to the Lupron and everything is suppressed. I go back in on the 30th to see how things are going. Oh, Sarah. Yes, it's like family. You know, everybody's coming into the house. I got to greet you. It's like, as my grandma said, we did not sleep together last night. We got to greet each other. You're trying to make yourself natural to ovulate naturally. Okay, so someone is saying they used what did I see? I saw in the chat Vitex. Vitex you have to be careful with though, because I have heard some ladies take Vitex, their period completely stopped, or they had irregular periods. So I would ease into Vitex. One thing that is really good for helping induce ovulation is the inositol. That is good for helping with ovulation. I would stay away from melatonin because that can suppress or cause irregular ovulation. So, like melatonin supplements, not natural melatonin, but I wouldn't do any added melatonin. I think really the only time that it's good to do melatonin is if you're doing either a medicated cycle or you're doing a stimulation cycle, because then you know you're going to have a trigger shot and you're absolutely going to release an egg, or eggs in the instance of egg retrieval. But and then only 3 milligrams, because there are studies. There's like this big Japanese study where people who took melatonin, it did show improvements in egg quality. But again, it can mess up your ovulation, so I would stay away from that. I don't know about Vitex helping with ovulation. I feel like it supports your overall immune system. Also, have you looked at going to like an acupuncture, someone who practices Chinese medicine? Because when I was trying to lengthen my luteal phase, when I was still doing my own eggs, well, you can lengthen your luteal phase either way because you need it to be longer for the baby to dig in. But I worked with Dr. Clara. She's here in New York. She also does virtual consultations. Her website is Dr. Clara Brown with a K. And they can do a tincture specifically for you after working with your body. So that's also something to think about. Oh, okay. And Brittany Nicole is saying she has PCOS and inositol work for her. Yeah, I love inositol. And it's good for like overall calming as well. Sarah is saying Vitex did not help me, just focusing on herbs and my health, which is very helpful. Yeah. Vitex is iffy. It is definitely iffy. Jazz, thank you. I'm trying to get the Vitex herbs. They have it on Amazon. They have it in a liquid form. And then I know, like, what is it? Is it this pink stork? Is it pink stork? Oh my God. What? I'm drawing a blank on it. You guys know what I mean. What is it? Pink? I don't think it's not pink stork, is it? Yeah, it is pink stork. They have a fertility support blend that has Vitex in it and some other things. But personally, I would recommend if you try Vitex to start off at like low and then ramp it up and see how your body responds, and maybe start it after you've already ovulated the first time. But if you're trying to get ovulation, you can't really do it that way. I would just be careful. That's all I would say about the Vitex. Jazz says, Brittany, thank you so much. I'm looking into that on Amazon. I heard good things so much. Yeah, and you can get just the tablets on Amazon too, because there are some manufacturers, there's like a Pregmate and some other stuff that has inositol in it, but I find it to be overpriced. And it really is just the inositol in it, like a powder form to mix it in your drink. The tablets, it seems like it's a better price. Look at natural fertility info on YouTube. Lots of great information. Definitely. That is good advice, Sophia. I'm trying to think. There's 2 women who I follow on YouTube. There's one, I think hers is like Naturopath. She has a lot of good information. Let me just Google it really fast on YouTube. Oh, this damn board went out on me. She has an accent. I can't remember. She's somewhere cold. Is it Naturopath? She recently, well, probably not now recently, but she did have a baby. Probably a couple years ago. It's so crazy because I hadn't been watching any other TTC until like the last couple months, and some people's kids are like, they just grown. I'm not gonna look for it right now. I don't see it. I put in naturopath. That's not. But if you're on the replay crew, I'll put it down in the description box. And if you guys are here live, just come back later and look in the description box, and I'll put that, because there are 2 ladies that I've followed, and they have good advice, and they do it old school, like with the tracking and ovulation, and they know what they're talking about. Nicole Thomas is going in for my consult in September for FET. Do you think it would be okay to start taking CMOS prior? I've heard so many good things about it. I don't know. I don't know enough about CMOS. I haven't researched it. Amira Butterfly on here, she knows about CMOS. If you reach out to her, and she is also on Instagram, she'll probably answer you if you hit her up in the DM. She makes CMOS and sells it, and she touts the benefits. I don't know enough about it to recommend it one way or the other. But if there are health benefits to be had, it wouldn't hurt you going into it before you start. Because it's especially like the 3 months prior to your egg retrieval is when you really want to hone in on egg quality. So if that is something, and your overall health, including your teeth, like if your gums need assistance or whatever else is going on, like, or if you need a cleaning or a scraping, you want to get all that done, because that bacteria can break off and go into your bloodstream. So you want to, like, your whole body think about what your health looks like. You know what I mean? Oh, Jazz, you have insulin. Takaima. Yay, I feel it too. Thank you. Hopefully I said your name right, baby girl. Chasing Rainbows, do you know of any supplements that help support progesterone? My modified natural FET got canceled because my progesterone was extremely low. Did they not want to supplement you? Let me think. I have to think about progesterone support. Like, what does luteal phase support do? There's the seed method. You could try seed cycling, which I have a video on that on the Simply Tanika channel. Natural. Let me just see, because I'm drawing a blank. I'm sure there's something. There's also some ladies who recommend this progesterone cream on Amazon. I don't know if it works or not, but there are ladies who swear by it. Yeah, they're saying Vitex to increase progesterone, but again, Vitex is so iffy. Also, another way to improve your progesterone is to have a really strong ovulation, which the inositol can help with that. Like, the stronger the ovulation, it clears out that follicle, which then becomes your corpus luteum, because the progesterone it's being emitted from your corpus luteum, right? So there's the follicle, there's the egg goes out, you have the corpus luteum that's left. This is where the progesterone is coming out. So the stronger the ovulation, the theory is the more progesterone. So there's that as well. So if you can do things to support a strong ovulation, good lining, but I'm surprised they didn't medicate you. So modified natural. So they had you ovulate on your own, right? And then I'm guessing they didn't want to do supplements or injections. That's part of the modified. Are you open to doing progesterone supplementation, or is that not a part of the protocol? I skipped someone. Sorry if I miss you guys. It's the heart. I mean, it's the head, not the heart. Oh my God. Chloe, Mrs. Living in Hope. My program of study should be over by September 30th, so I can keep up with your journey. Woohoo! Hopefully I am pregnant by September 30th, Mrs. Living in Hope. Hopefully that is the time that I am testing, because I think my transfer now is going to be around the 15th, mid-September. So you'll be just in time for all the tests, for all the POAS madness. Yeah, okay. Consult. So my transfer protocol this time is going to be Lupron for suppression, Lupron acetate for suppression. Then I'm going into estradiol on day 3. Estradiol, estrase, estrogen, whatever. The immune protocol, I'm still on the Plaquenil or the hydroxychloroquine for suppression. I'm also doing the corticosteroid prednisone. Oh my God, I can't remember it all. There's a video on it if I forget anything. That calcium, there's one more pill I'm forgetting that I have to take. And then I'm also doing the injections, the Lovenox injection starting on cycle day 3. That's what I'm remembering off the top of my head. Yeah, she's all about charting. So you know who I'm talking about, Sophia. That is how I found her, because a lot of people don't chart, and she gives good tips. And like, you know how you can tell if you're pregnant on your chart before you even can tell on a pregnancy test. Like, I'm all about that life. Although I had to stop charting. It got stressful for me, and taking my temperature every morning was just like, Christina, hello. How are you? Happy Friday. Yay. Crystal Alkaline Doula has good information related to health and fertility. Oh, okay, Sarah. I haven't seen her, but I definitely will check it out. I'm going to star this so I can save it for later. Brown Eyed Queen, hello. You have great news. Are you pregnant? Tell us what's going on. What is going on? And how's the little one doing? Oh my God. Oh, wait, no. I'm mixing you up. You don't have the little one. How are you doing, though? What's going on? I was thinking of, I was mixing you up with the poet. But or you got the job. What's the good news? Oh my God, I'm dying to know. Did you get the programming job? Whatever it is, congratulations. I'm excited that you have good news, sis. I love her. I'll be ordering from her soon. She's amazing. Okay, is that another cosign for Crystal Alkaline Doula? Nice. I need to start, is it Charlene Lincoln? Hey, Timberly. I haven't seen Charlene Lincoln, but I'm going to write all these names down. Listen here. I'm sure going to find Charlene. This woman, I don't actually know her name. Like, I don't know if her channel has her name. I think it's like something naturopath or fertility path or something like that. Of course, so she has 2 channels. She started the second one after she had her baby. The main one I'm thinking of who does the charting, and then there's another one. But there's a lot of ladies here on YouTube with like good information, and they do that for a living. Storm is saying sea moss is also good for male fertility. Okay, that's good to know. I might have to do some research and do a video on sea moss, because I've been getting questions about it. I haven't tried it. Cheyenne tries it, and I'm not sure. Cheyenne has PCOS. I'm not sure if it's for her PCOS or not, but she swears by it. And I just know a lot of people in the community who use sea moss who has nothing to do with fertility. Like, they have it every day religiously and swear by it. So definitely something to look up. Talk to Dr. Google and see what's popping. Sunshine H is saying to Chasing Rainbows, I had modified FET and was on both 2 milliliter PIO and also 400 milligrams oral pills. What type of progesterone do they put you on? Maybe not a high enough dose. Yes. Oh, you had the oral progesterone. Oh my goodness. I had to do that once. I was not a fan. And I think it's harder. I prefer the progesterone and the hoo-ha versus the oral. But my favorite progesterone was Crenone. It's just so expensive. That's what I had with my 2017 pregnancy, the Crenone. it's like a foam and you insert it vaginally with like this tampon applicator thing. So that was like easy as pie, and there was no mess because when you do the tablets or the pills or whatever you want to call them in the hoo-ha, it just is messy. Fertility Homeopath just released I think that is her. I think it's Fertility Homeopath, Laura. Let me just see if I go over here, even though I said I was not going to do this search right now. Yes, this is the one with the charting that I was talking about. And then there's one more. The other lady always shoots on the floor in front of her bed, but this is who I was talking about with the charting, and she had the baby. Some of these are like 3 years old. Yeah, I haven't watched her in a minute, but like relaxing your adrenals and everything else. Yeah, let me show you guys really fast so you could see who we're talking about. Here she is. This is her page. And she has lots of videos. Plastics and hormones, hormone tips, average basal body temperature. So, yeah, lots of good stuff. And you guys know whenever you're on someone's page, you can search like just their videos here by going there. Like if I just do charting, if I get to a keyboard that works, if I just do charting, first of all, am I sharing this? Okay, yeah, you guys can see it. I'm like doing too much right now. So I typed in charting on her page, and then here these videos come up with charting. So if you're ever on somebody's page, including mine, and you're looking for a video about a certain topic, just search right there instead of this search bar. This search bar up here searches all of YouTube. This search bar right here just searches on that person's channel page. And it'll show you everything they have under that topic. So I was a religious follower of hers for charting, and she was very good because I had only read about it before in one of my books. Oh my God, the lady who has the Fertility Friend app, whatever her name is. I'm so bad with names. Sometimes my mind is like, oh, that's extra information I don't need to store. But I had read about it, but then having her like explain some of the nuances for it was good. So, but I'm glad we talked about it because now I got Charlene Lincoln and Crystal Alkaline Doula to look up, and I'm definitely going to binge watch that. I've been watching birth videos, baby. Oh my God. So let me see. Okay. Oh, and sorry, the point of Laura's thing was not only did she have the right one, but she said she just released a whole video this week on naturally increasing progesterone. So if you're looking to increase your progesterone, let me look that up. Then definitely, let me see if I can find the video and I'll drop it in the chat for you guys. Oh, I don't see it. One of them is from. This one is 2 years ago. I'm going to just post that link in there so you guys can see it. And then you can search on your own. It didn't come up when I searched it, but I will put this in the chat for you guys. If you're in here and enjoying what you see, please hit the thumbs up, ladies. It helps me out a lot. It's like leaving me a little tip. It helps me out with the algorithm. So, Shorty P9, I don't know about wild yam. This is one of the ones I'm suspicious about. I have not found any studies that conclusively show that has happened. I know there are some cultures specifically who swear by it. I'm a little skeptical on it. That doesn't mean you have to be. I'm just saying, for me. I just gastric bypass surgery last month. Nurse said it should help my PCOS and make me ovulate. Oh, wow. Well, congratulations on your surgery. Both of my I have many brothers. Two of my brothers had that gastric bypass surgery where they made their stomach small. Definitely check your vitamin levels because I know there's a couple of TTC sisters in the community that also had the surgery and they had to do like iron transfusions, and they also had to do like vitamin infusions. I'm sure you know that. I think it changes something about your vitamin absorption and your mineral absorption. Fairhaven Health has a myofolate, which is a folate and-inositol powder that's very good to help ovulation. Well, there you go, killing two birds with one stone. So for those of you guys, I'm sure most of you know, but just in case, folate is the natural occurring version of folic acid. Folic acid is more shelf stable, so they can add it to food and it can sit in a container for longer periods of time or be cooked, etc. But folate is the natural. And some of us, our bodies are not able to process the folic acid, so we'll have a folate shortage, which could lead to miscarriage. You want to make sure you have folate in your system before you get pregnant because it affects the spine, brain, stem of the baby. Thank you, Mrs. Living in Hope. I appreciate you. Know that you are in my prayers too. I am like waiting for a miracle for you. I know it's coming. I just don't know how. I know it's coming. Are you sharing your pregnancy journey on YouTube? I believe so, but I'm not sure if I'll share it on this channel or over on Becoming Tanika on my other channel. We'll see. Only because, especially now after like this dark phase that I went through that I'm coming out of, where I knew I could not watch pregnant women, but I could still watch things about the journey. I could watch the trying, but I couldn't watch the pregnancy. So I just stopped watching that channel. So I think just to be respectful of everybody, especially because a lot of people have followed me because my journey has been long. You know, I've heard people say, oh, I watch you because you're older and you've been struggling. Like if I watch the younger girls, they get the babies right away, or it's like a 3-month thing. So I just want to be respectful of the family members who have expressed that to me. And I feel like really my the thing that I really bring is bringing information. So I'll still bring information over here, but I think the pregnancy will be on the other channel and the bump dates and all that. Maybe over here I'll do like, I don't know, informative things about dealing with like an MFM, maternal fetal medicine, like complications that can arise from the pregnancy. But I just don't think it would be right to just be on here with the big old belly. I just don't know. I don't feel right about that. But I'll definitely share. And I still have to figure out if I'll ever show the baby's face or not, like that whole thing, or if I'll show it for the first year. It's complicated, girl. The BBT, it's a blessing and a curse. It is. Sometimes I was in a rhythm. I would just do it every morning. Take my BBT, write it down and not think about it, especially when you're not like actively trying. Like I was initially doing it to try to figure out my luteal phase. And then when I figured out I had a short luteal phase, I was going to acupuncture and doing the herb. So I was trying to lengthen the luteal phase. So it was purely for information only of like, is what we're doing, is it working? Is my luteal phase getting longer? For those of you guys who don't know, luteal phase is after you ovulate and before your next period. That is the time when your progesterone is growing. If you have a short luteal phase, and there's a luteal phase defect, where if it's less than 10 days, even if you did have an implantation, it's not a long enough time for the baby to fully implant because your lining is going to start breaking down, like your progesterone is too low. And so it's important. You want to try to have at least a 14-day, 13, 14 day, there's no finite numbers, luteal phase. And so that's what I was working on, lengthening it. So that the BBT was fun because it was almost like a challenge. Like I had gamified it, right? Like keep taking the temperature. Okay. Is it remaining elevated? And then, you know, when you get that dip, your period is coming the next day. So it would be like, I just need one more day. I need one more day. I need one more day. So then it was fun. And then it got stressful of like, oh, I got to do it every day. And then you're doing it on vacation. And then if somebody else is in the bed next to you, you're taking your temperature, it's beeping. They're like, well, what's going on? And you know what I mean by somebody else in the bed. They're like, what's going on? So it's just it just became crazy. Hey, pretty brown eyes. What's going on? Happy Friday, beautiful girl. Welcome. Come in, grab your weed, grab your wine, whatever you got. I got some grapes. I'm going to pop one in. Home ovulation test can say I'm ovulating, yet blood test with doctors say I'm not ovulating. That is a good point, Jazz. So home ovulation tests tell you your body is trying to ovulate. I know it gets tricky. This is why BBT comes into play. Because you can confirm that you ovulated with the BBT when your temperature has raised for at least 3 consecutive days. That is an ovulation confirmation. The day before your temperature raised, that confirms it was ovulated. So for example, if your temperature is, I'm just going to say 96, it's like 0.00 on the BBT thermometer, but just to make it less confusing, we'll just say 96. So if your temperature is at 96 on a Monday, the next day goes to 98 on a Tuesday, it stays at 98 on a Wednesday and then remains 98 on a Thursday, you know you ovulated on the Monday. The ovulation test at home, and there's two different kinds. There's the advanced and there's the regular. The cheapy ones are only measuring luteinizing hormone, or LH. When that LH is increasing, that is when you get a positive ovulation test kit at home, which the luteinizing hormone increases, which that hormone comes. So if you have your follicle, the egg is in the follicle, the luteinizing hormone raises. It basically erodes the outside of the follicle so the egg can burst through. So the at-home test is only measuring that the luteinizing hormone is going up and up and up. So it's indicating that it's most likely that it's going to erode the follicle. However, anything can happen in between there. You could be stressed out, luteinizing hormone drops, and it's not enough LH to break through for you to ovulate. Then there's the advanced test, which they're expensive. I don't know if it's worth it unless like your partner is in and out, or you have like very limited baby dancing available to you for whatever reason, or if you're trying at home self-insemination and you don't want to waste a bunch of sperm, you can. So first of all, let's go over the mechanics of the advanced ovulation test. It's measuring estrogen and it's measuring luteinizing hormone. So and I'm talking about the one with the flashy face and then the solid face. So when it first, or is it a face? It's flashing, whatever it is. If there's no hormone reading, it just gives you like a solid circle. Don't quote me on what the image is. I can't remember if it's a circle or not, or a flashy or a smiley face. But the first thing it gives you is typically when your estrogen is up. Then when the next level, whatever the ovulation thing is, if it's flashing or not, I can't remember if it's solid. Somebody let me know. Somebody here knows. I have a whole video and I just can't remember right now. The first indicator is that your estrogen is increasing. So that's where it'll tell you like you get extra days in there, because basically it's telling you get the sperm on board at that point. The estrogen is rising. Estrogen is rising is then what causes the LH to rise next. So it's basically like it sees the train coming down the track, right? So it's saying your estrogen is rising, get some sperm on board, because sperm can live up to 5 days in your reproductive tract, where your egg only has 24 hours. So you want to front load to have as many little swimmers waiting there. I'm not going to keep saying sperm. YouTube is going to demonetize my video. But you want to have as many little swimmers waiting for that egg. So when it tells you your estrogen is up, it's saying have sex now. And then when the luteinizing hormone is up, it's saying the egg is about to be released, get more sperm on board. And then for extra measure, the day after ovulation is confirmed, you want to have one more, because the egg is going to last for 24 hours. So you want as many little swimmers waiting there. So that is what the at-home tests are doing. The doctor's office is measuring your progesterone to confirm that you already ovulated, which happens afterwards, like I described before. Once that follicle releases the egg, you have it's gone, right? So then you have this little corpus luteum. The corpus luteum is releasing all that progesterone. That's what the blood test is measuring. And that is how you confirm that you ovulated. Some people don't have money to go to the doctor to confirm that. That's why basal body temperature is amazing, because it's a damn near free way to do it. I mean, what is the thermometer, like $6? And don't we all have those thermometers now, like post-COVID? So yeah, it gets a little tricky, especially because you have the PCOS. So that, I mean, charting might help. I don't know if you have the patience for it, but charting might help at least see like what your body is doing. Chasing Rainbow said, my doctor said, hopefully that made sense. Let me know, Jasmine, if you have questions or if you want to come up. Anybody wants to come up? Who is that? Somebody said they don't have their makeup on. They don't want to be on camera. But if you want to come up, you can come up. I put the link in the chat. My doctor said they can supplement progesterone, but my progesterone was extremely low, like 2.1 or 2.2 the day before transfer. Wait, the day before transfer? I'm so confused. Why did they transfer it then? That's interesting. Ingy Floor. Okay, that's her name, Ingy. I like that. I just couldn't remember. That definitely was not coming to mind. Okay. Yes, Dr. Google is my friend. Dr. Google can be dangerous though, sis. You got to watch out. You got to cross-reference. That's why when I do use Dr. Google, I look for studies. I look for NCBI studies or something that the ASMR has looked at. Or what is it? American Society, ASRM, American Society of Reproductive Medicine has kind of co-signed on, like, you definitely want to get multiple sources to cross-reference and confirm because it's the internet. Anybody can get on here and post anything. Like, who co-signed? You know what I mean? You need some co-signers. You need some receipts. Um, yes, Jazz. This is the power of the community, right? We get to crowdsource information and experience, and we get to advocate for ourselves. Sea moss for men is a big thing in my country. They make a smoothie out of it. Oh, it's interesting you say that because the two people that I'm thinking of besides Cheyenne who take sea moss on a regular basis are men. Lily Mae Rose. Hello. Oh, I like that name. It's almost like Johnny Depp's daughter. I think her name is Lily Rose, but I like Lily Mae. Hi, Lily Mae. Welcome. Happy Friday. I didn't take any progesterone. Okay, Chasing Rainbow. So you didn't take any because that was part of the natural plan, but I'm wondering why they transferred if it was so low. Because you think transfer is really like, you're already 5 days in. So they usually want your progesterone to be around 10 at that point. I don't know. I think I would have asked to cancel the cycle, but I mean, you have to follow your heart. I'm just saying for me, I'm not saying that's what you should have done. You have to follow your heart, but that seems especially low for a transfer. Unless you were doing a 3-day transfer, then I think it can be lower, but usually like a 5-day transfer, they want it around between 8 and 10, your progesterone. You're welcome, Jazz. Hopefully that helped. Okay. Question: what are they looking for in terms of hormone levels for transfer this time around? Estrogen increase? I am not sure I understand your question. What are they looking for? So it's not just an increase of anything. It's sort of like, one, they want to make sure you didn't ovulate, right? So they're going to check your progesterone. They're also going to do your HCG. They want to make sure you're not pregnant because things could have happened. They're looking for just an FET. They're looking to see like what your estrogen is, especially if they're supplementing you. But the main thing is they want to make sure you didn't ovulate. Like this last time for me, this cycle on Monday, I had already ovulated. So we couldn't go forward because my body was already making progesterone. And we know from my ERA, my progesterone has to be timed specifically. Well, everybody's does, but we know the exact timing of mine has to be started earlier, but we weren't sure when I started. So it depends. It's not one thing in particular. They're looking at the total picture of all of your hormones. But you can ask them when they call you to give you your to be like, oh, you're cleared. You can ask them, what were my numbers? What were you hoping they would be? You know, the more information, the better if you can handle it. If it's going to make you anxious, I wouldn't ask those questions. If you just need to know if you're clear to go, then, and they say you're fine to go, you can leave it at that. Or if you have more information that makes you calmer, and it depends, because like I suffer from anxiety. Sometimes I want more, so I have all of the facts and that feels good. And sometimes I just want to be like, okay, we're moving forward. So it really depends. It's not a cut and dry answer, and it's not the same answer for everybody, except for sure they want to make sure you're not pregnant. That is the same for everyone, and they want to make sure you haven't ovulated. Or if you have ovulated, that they have a plan for it. But most of the time they're going to cancel in either case. Lisa, Fertility Homeopath, is a great channel. She has loads of good information. So sorry, but don't lose hope. I have not lost hope, Lisa. Thank you very much. I actually feel like it was meant to be. And I don't know. When we started the cycle, I didn't have like a great feeling about it. And by the time I got to like feeling okay about it, it was over. I feel like the Lupron is going to be the missing link. And I would rather do it this way than go through a cycle, it not work, and then add Lupron. Do you know what I mean? Especially with the adenomyosis. Like, I have 2 doctors now saying it looks like it might be. So why not just, knock it out the park and get it over with? So I'd much rather have it not go forward than have it go forward, have a failed FET, and then be looking like, what happened? So you did get the job. Okay. I just filled out the information for my background check. Congratulations. I knew you were going to get it. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. That's right. Get that money. So Laura says, that's it. I'm crazy. It is 2 years old, but I just watched it this week myself when it was recommended. Okay. She's good. No matter what it is, the time, I mean, it's still going to be relevant information. She's good. She knows her stuff. Oh, Jazz subscribe. Very good. Yeah, definitely binge watch some of her stuff. I definitely get a lot of information from her. And I just like her energy. She's like very calming, very peaceful. Oh shit, Michelle, your son has spina bifida? I did not know that. The last baby? Because you lacked folic acid. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that is nothing to mess around with. Ladies, get your folate, get your folic acid, get it through your food if you can, but definitely supplement. If you're having trouble staying pregnant or conceiving, definitely get it checked to see if you can process folic acid, because if your body will not metabolize it, you could take all the folic acid in the world and it does you no good because your body cannot metabolize it. You should have been on folate. What is it called? Y'all know. MFTHR. Oh, I'm so bad with the names. I'm like an old lady. Now I know why my grandma always called us baby. She couldn't remember her name. She's like, baby, can you give me this me? But yeah, oh my gosh, I did not know that. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. Oh, Jazz says she got it. Jonea, what's up? Happy Friday. How are things in the Yay area? I imagine most would expect your whole journey to be here. You think so? Maybe I'll put it over here. We'll do a poll. It has been about that journey, sis. It definitely has been about. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to show the baby's face, especially because I did double donor. I don't want the kid to be teased, even though if I'm the mom dropping them off, they'll be like, oh, that we'll see how it plays out. I also want to respect the child's privacy. You guys know there's the weirdos on YouTube. They're out here. There's the predators and who knows what going on. So maybe like the first year, and then because the babies change so much, they're not recognizable after that. We'll get in all the cooing and all the yum cheeks, fat thighs in there, and then maybe we won't show the face. I don't know. We'll figure it out. These are just rummages in my head. Like don't hold me. Oh my God, the big belly. Oh, I can't wait to have a big belly with a baby in it, because my belly is not little, but you know what I'm saying. So yes, Elaine made it. Happy Friday. Grab your wine, girl. Come on in, have a seat. Olivia Pope riding in with the white hat. How do you measure your luteal phase? Thermometer. Yes. So basal body temperature, or charting, some people call it. That is how you measure your luteal phase. So you have to, once your temperature rises, like I said earlier, I'm sure you heard it. Once you confirm ovulation, that date, the first day of ovulation until your next period, the day before your next period is really when it ends. That's how you look at your luteal phase. If it is short, if you have a luteal phase defect, it can affect your ability to implant. So you definitely want to. Mine was helped with acupuncture and medicine. Dr. Claire, I swear by her. I swear by her. She got my uterus right. So yeah. On the thank you. Fingers and toes crossed. Yes, everything crossed. Lily May Rose, I appreciate you. Olivia. Oh, you saw. Sorry, I'm behind on these comments. They have digital ovulation machine. Oh, interesting. A digital ovulation. Tell me more, Jazz. They're super expensive. That sounds expensive. So home insemination, if you're going to do a home insemination, I would go ahead and spend the extra money on the advanced ovulation test at home. And I would actually also do temperature check. Like my very first, before I moved to IUI, I did home insemination. You have the sperm delivered. It comes in this big tank. You could have multiple vials delivered, but I think they're only good for X amount of days. It'll tell you on there. I used California Cryobank. It comes in this big space age looking tank, and then you open it up and there's these little, it might be yay much sperm. You're like, that's $1,200? Anyway, don't get me started. But yeah, best of luck. And also, there are, the most, what I watched were the lesbian channels for the home insemination, because they had it down pat. There's one, I think it was like Team Two Moms. They did it, and it was like, yeah, the ovulation, when to put the sperm in. They did multiple vials and one more like after ovulation was confirmed. So I feel like they have at least 2 kids. They might have had another one since the last time I watched them, but I think I'm gonna look real fast. I think it's Team Two Moms or two. It's actually they're a married couple. One of the wives is older. No. Okay. Team Two Moms is a channel. It's not the channel I'm thinking of. They didn't do home insemination, but they have twins and a daughter, and each of the moms carried, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. Oh my god, I can't remember their name. Was it Two Mom Crew? Maybe it was Two Mom Crew. Yes. Let me show you this one right here. Two Mom Crew had some great home insemination videos. Here we go. Let's just do home insemination. Oops. Here we go. Looks like they did one a year ago with the Mosey baby, but this is. Oh, I was like, I thought it got taken down. I understand in which to proceed. I'm like, wait. This is the wife and the daughter. And the daughter. I originally thought it was the mom and the daughter. These are the 2 wives. This is their wedding and their intro. But she's the one who carried, and she goes through everything she did for her home insemination. I think there's a couple of videos on here where they're like, because you have to time the delivery of the sperm. That's the other thing. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to do it, it's worth the extra expense for the advanced ovulation, because they're going to overnight it. Actually, it might be 2 days. I think it's more money to overnight it. Do your research. Just make sure you map it all out. So, because you don't want to mess up the timing on that. You know what I mean? And then you don't want to have it shipped and you miss your window, because they won't take it back. Like, once it leaves the cryobank, it's yours. Whatever you do with it, it's your business. They're not taking it back. So you definitely don't want to waste it, especially not at like $900 to $1,200 a pop. I heard some people have gotten theirs for like $900 from different, from Seattle. I think there's a Seattle sperm bank. But I don't know that the digital ovulation test, especially if it's super expensive, a machine to do it, I don't know. I think I know what you're talking about too. It's the same people who make it and you stick that card in every morning. I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know that that's worth it. I would just do the sticks. But, it's up to you. Whatever is easier for you. I'm just trying to save your coins, sis, especially in this economy. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Chasing Gina. Hey, G family. Happy Friday. How are you? Where does McConnell like to see the lining thickness? I think around 8. I think between 8 and 10. I know above 7, because I feel like before we've had it and we tried to get it 7.5. But like this time it was like 8.8, which this lining would have been perfect. 8.8 trilaminar. That's when I got hyped. And then it was like, oh, I saw your note too when you were like, it was 12 on cycle day 3. You were worried about it, girl. I was worried about, but then I was like, when the blood work came back, it must be okay. That was kind of like when I breathed a sigh of relief. But yeah, around there, I would say 8, at least 8. I feel like one time before we were like at 7.5 and we did more suppression to get it to 8. Like when I was doing, I feel like that was my transfer. So like when I did a fresh transfer, I can't remember. They all blend together, but yeah, I feel like 8 is the magic number. Is it Deary Cassie? I'm probably butchering your name. I'm sorry. Blame it on the head, not the heart. Hi, everyone. Anyone know of a YouTuber who is 40, high AMH, regular period, regular ovulation, and successful IVF, or any advice? Because the eggs are older. I'm starting next week. I'm a little scared. I think Tanika TTC, I don't think she was 40 at the time. She might have been 38, but Tanika with an M, TTC, She had a regular period. I don't know if it was high AMH. I think it was average. It was definitely not low. She had regular ovulation, and she had on her second transfer, she was successful. She did test her embryos. But yeah, Tanika TTC. She's just shy of 40 though. But I mean, it's close. I feel like between 36 and 40 is kind of like the same, especially if your AMH is good. If anybody else knows of any other YouTubers who are like around 40 with good AMH, drop that in for DeRay, please. I have hope now. Oh, I was crying about starting my TTC journey. I still gotta wait 1800 before I try to get pregnant. My gastric surgeon said, okay. I don't know what the 1800 means, but I'm glad that you are feeling hopeful. Please remember to give yourself grace. Like it is, they call it a journey for a reason. It's not a jog. It's not a walk in the park, and a damn show ain't for the faint of heart. Oh, 18 months. Okay. 18 months. That makes sense. So yeah, like work on your physical and your mental in those 18 months, Jazz. It doesn't have to be like TikTok, but your body is transforming. So support that, get a lot of water, stay hydrated, do some yoga, exercise, light exercise, or, follow your doctor's orders. I'm not a doctor, but just take care of your physical and your mental and prepare yourself. Because as you know, pregnancy is taxing on the body. You're building a human. So just give yourself grace and it'll be all right. Timberly is telling Brown Eyed Queen, congratulations. Yes. And Jazz is saying it, and Joe Naya is saying it. One of the twins. Okay. Oh, interesting, Shell. So in the same pregnancy, it affected one and not the other. Oh my God, that is crazy. I have a Dino, and suppressing before my cycle helped me. Thank you, Shorty P98. So that's what we're doing for me. We are doing the suppression, and we will see. We will see what it do. I feel like this is going to be it, though. I do. I finally feel like this is it. Before I was like, well, this is the last one. Whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. But I do feel like, okay, this is it. It's okay to want it. It's okay to embrace it. What are you doing with the prednisone and Plaquenil? Do you have to restart them later? So, Melanie, I was advised to wean myself from the prednisone, to not start it. And it'll be in a video. I think it'll be out on Sunday, but I'll tell you because you here with me now, girl. So the prednisone I have to wean. I have to go down half. So I started that. I obviously had already taken the morning one by the time I got the news, so I just didn't take it in the evening. So my regular suppression immuno was a 10 milligram in the morning and the evening, so 20 for the day. I had already taken the 10, so I will continue taking that until Sunday, and then Sunday I go down to 5 milligrams of the prednisone, and then the subsequent Saturday, that'll be my last of it. The Plaquenil I have to continue to take. I actually had to take it before we started, so I started the Plaquenil again on July 1. I had started it before when I thought I was going to be able to do like a May transfer, but then I had 2 periods that month and it ended up being weird, and I wasn't in the right mental frame anyway. So I had started it and stopped, but I started again. They want you to have it at least 30 days before. If I was doing the IVIG, which was much more expensive and a big hassle with the insurance, right? That was the gold standard, was the IVIG with the Gamunex C. I would have done it a week before transfer. There is a possibility that I still might get approved. I'm not holding my breath, but so I did tell the doctor, and he was like, well, if so, continue the Plaquenil anyway, and we'll do it the week before. And then I have to get more testing to see like how my body responded to it. So that I'm weaning off of, or the prednisone I'm weaning off of. Plaquenil did not stop. Bye, Laura. Thank you for stopping in. I hope I didn't miss you. Probably already left, but if you watch it on the replay, girl, I did say bye. I have to go. Feeling so good for you and the end of this year in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Bless every step of your medical team and you along the way. Thank you, Laura. I love you, sis. I appreciate you. I fought really hard for it. It means the world to me. We are all very proud of you. I feel like we've been on the journey with you too. I was thinking about you the other day. I was like, I hope everything is okay with her. And how are those cigarettes going, girl? You didn't put them cigarettes down? I'm not going to shame you. I know how it is, but You know, when you're ready, you're ready. As long as you are comfortable. Oh yeah, girl, I will be comfortable. I just want to be respectful of everybody's feelings. Expensive. Yes. Okay, I know which ones you're talking about. Yeah, some people swear by it. Some people, it was like iffy. I just feel like it's a large investment, and then what are you gonna, unless you can get one used, I don't know. Like it just seems like a lot of money. They also have those ones. Shell, you had one of those. You did. It was like a vaginal insert that helped measure ovulation. I can't think of what it's called, but I know you didn't like it. You said it was bad, like because you would forget sometimes. But I know there's that, and then there's that expensive ass wristband, which I think you also had one of those. There's different things. There's different things. They have 3 kids. Oh yeah, so they had one more since then. I like their energy. Like they're a cool couple. Two Mom Culture has done some home inseminations. Okay, there you go. Yes, the lesbians have it down pat because if you can do it at home, it's a lot cheaper than having to do IUI. There's another couple who I watched too. They did IUI after they tried some home inseminations. Now I can't think of it. It's like Meredith Daily with Meredith something. She actually had a miscarriage when I first found her channel. Her baby's got to be like 2 by now. I didn't go back. I'm just coming back in. Like I'm going back into the diehard TTCers who have been at it, like Abby and Mike. I did Rach and oh my god, Brad and Rach, who they had a bunch of IVF. They had some losses, but they just had, because I just went back to them last week. I think they just had another set of twins. Their twins are 2 months old. So their first born were IVF twins, and they have one in the middle, and then they just had another set of IVF twins. So, and Abby and Mike, I think she just had the baby. Oh, and you know who else? Oh, I can see their faces. I can't think of their names. When I first found her, she had a stillborn, and now they have 5 kids. They just had another baby. Oh my god. Oh wait, let me look at my history because I just was watching them earlier. It'll be in there. Sorry guys, I have this mic on. I know you guys hear this siren outside. Where's my library? Rachel and Justin, they posted 4 hours ago how things have really been going from 3 to 4. So they had a daughter who passed, stillborn. It was heartbreaking watching that. And then they had another daughter. Let me see. Then they had twin boys. So they had a daughter, then they had twin boys. Now they just had another little girl. Oh shoot, what did I just do with it? Oh, and I just watched this too. She had a baby after, I was just watching that before we came on here, but hold on. What did I just say? Oh, Rachel and Justin. These ads. Yes, Target. I'm going to make a registry over there
This
too.
is Quiddelly's newest innovation, and it's called Resveratrol Lift Instant Firming Serum.
Oh, Resveratrol.
This serum contains a...
Oh, she likes me.
Let me see if I can find that intro real fast. Whoops. So yeah, they just had this little one.
Good morning, everybody. This girl and I just got up. We had a pretty long night.
So yeah, I started watching them again. So there's a lot that is going on, but yeah, like the diehard TTCers. The Mira ovulation kit. I don't know, Sophia. Let's do some Googling. Let's see what these ovulation. So stop this. We'll Google. Because there's got to be a lot out there now. I haven't looked at these since probably 2017. No, that's a lie. But probably 2018, around there. So what did you say it was? Mira ovulation kit. Okay, let's see. So Mira Care. Get pregnant faster, fully understand your cycle and hormones, increase fertility treatment chances, IVF, IUI, take control of irregular cycles, PCOS, and hormone imbalances. Has anybody on here used Mira? Have you guys heard of this? How much is it? Let's see. Shop. Kits and bundles. Oh, it's not ridiculous. This starter kit is $200. Confirm bundle. So you have the ovulation sticks that measure luteinizing hormone. You have an E3G1. I'm assuming that goes in this. And then 10 PDG1s, which is measuring progesterone to confirm ovulation. Although you can buy the sticks on Amazon to confirm ovulation, they're kind of iffy because they're not really quantitative. They try to be like within a range, but I would say it's really more qualitative, which is you just want to know if you ovulated or not. So if you're diligent, you're okay. The one I was thinking of where I was saying the expensive one, can you guys even see that? It didn't switch when I opened this up. Hold on. Sorry. It opened up in another tab, and the way you share in here, it only shares one tab at a time. So let's try this again, and I'll share the price with you guys. Collections, here we go. Okay, so this is what I was saying. The starter kit is $200, and you have the luteinizing hormone stick and the E3G1s, which I'm thinking they're measuring estrogen, because there's an E2 and an E3 estrogen. This one, the 251, also has 10 PGD1s to test for your progesterone to confirm. I don't know what this is over here. Super bundle, 30 LH and E3 for $223. Do they have refill? Oh, they do. I don't know. This one, that seems a little bit expensive, y'all. The one I was thinking of, I think it's a clear blue ovulation monitor. This is the one I was thinking of. Can you guys still see my screen? Yeah, okay. This is what I was thinking of, so let's just look at this guy.
In this video, we will show you how to use the Clear Blue
And this
Fertility
one was
Monitor
like
with
$250.
easy-to-use touchscreen. Clear Blue Fertility Monitor is suitable for many women, even if your cycle length varies. Providing you have a cycle length that lasts between 21 and 42 days, you can use it. When you switch on your monitor for the first
And you
time,
have these little sticks
on-screen
and you put them in
instructions will
every day.
guide you through the setup.
Is that a real person? Those
You'll be
hands
asked
don't
to
look
choose
real.
your language, calibrate the screen.
Anyway, you get the gist. That's the one that I was thinking of, the Clear Blue test, the Clear Blue fertility monitor. So there's a lot of options out there. For some, I think it's too much. But again, like if you're doing the home inseminations, I would get a little bit of a boost. I don't know if you need a $250 boost, sis. I don't know. That seems high. Especially if it's just measuring your luteinizing hormone and then you get the PGD test. Because Amazon has it, like those little cheapy sticks. I want to say like Easy at Home has them where you can confirm. But again, a thermometer, you could do it with a thermometer. And it's a lot cheaper than buying these things. And it's more eco-friendly, right? Because you're not peeing on things and throwing them away. Hey, Tanya, how are you? Welcome. Happy Friday. Come on in. Get comfy. I'm 43, no longer ovulate, went through early menopause at 40. So we will be doing double donor. Got to figure out cost for everything. We'll be financing everything. So only doing one transfer. Hopeful. Absolutely. Do you already have your embryos? You already did the double donor part? You're welcome, dearie. Okay, so they did cancel it. Okay. That makes me feel better, Chasing Rainbows. Yeah, they did cancel it. Okay. Yeah. Do you not want to supplement with progesterone, like a prescription or PIO? Are you open to that at all? Yes, we got that. We got that. My mom went through menopause around my age, so I'm concerned about doing the same now. My periods are getting shorter and lighter. Any hope for pregnancy if I enter menopause while going through IVF? The good thing about IVF is if you're in menopause, it doesn't matter. They're going to create a lining for you and all that fun stuff. You don't even have to ovulate or any of that to do IVF. One part of it, they're going to stimulate. Well, I don't think you can use your own eggs. Let me back up. If you're doing FET, if you're doing a frozen embryo transfer, so you either already have embryos or you've already frozen your eggs or you are going to get a donor, right? Because obviously if you're not ovulating, there aren't any eggs for them to get. So you can do the transfer without having, if Uniquely Ursi has a channel here on YouTube and she's on Instagram. She and I did a video, it might be 2 years ago now. God damn, time is going by fast. She had premature, whatever it was. She hit menopause early. And so, but she did her transfer. She's pregnant right now. So it definitely can happen. You're going to have to figure out the embryo egg part though. Yes. Genesis, what's going on? Is different. Oh yes, honey, I'm on the East Coast. I think I just put 7 on Instagram. I should have put EST. I should be clear. Since Cheyenne moved out, are you excited to do a nursery? I don't know. I talked about that in the other live. I keep saying I'm going to make it an Airbnb. I haven't done that yet. And if it doesn't happen by Labor Day, it's not going to happen because I imagined I was going to do it for the summer. That didn't happen. I bought a bunch of stuff and it's sitting in bags and whatnot, like pillows and all that. Yeah, the nursery seems too far off to think about right now. I would love to have one. I did do my registry. I did pick out a rocking chair, or not even a rocking chair, a glider with this. I have picked out things for it, but I'm not mentally ready to like be in there making it yet. I had 2 cycles to thicken my lining with estradiol and had no luck. How did you thicken yours? Sorry if I missed this. Mine was 8.8. I do pomegranate juice with seltzer water. I think you have to be physical. You need to be moving your pelvis, whether that is like, walking, doing some stairs, doing some yoga. You definitely want some circulation. And I think stay hydrated. I use the organic pomegranate juice. I mix it with seltzer because it is it's a time. It's a time. Thank you, Lisa. I got a lookbook at my videos and see what it's called. It's been a while. Oh, I missed it. I don't know what that means. Amara and Mariah from the Decks have it. Oh, I've been watching Mariah. What does Mariah have? Did I miss something? I don't know, but I also have been recently. Oh, you guys saw that in the other video. I've been watching Mariah again. She's pregnant. Amara Butterfly? Is that Amara Butterfly? I think that is. I don't know what they have though, but Amazon sticks work better than the clear blue, but I just juiced every day after cycle. Juiced? Like you made your own juice? You did? Little palm pie looks like a little, right? Oh my God. For $300, $250. Yeah, I agree. Basal body temperature is best. All these other contraptions, who knows? I used it, Mirror Kit, for 2 months before falling. Oh, look at you. Okay. So there's some receipts and some co-signing going on. Lisa Mom, I think that's her name, has a video about home insemination using soft cups, and she used the Clear Blue tracker. Oh, nice. Okay. I definitely used the soft cup, and the Team 2 Moms or 2 Mom Crew, they definitely use a soft cup as well. I think it's easier to get it all in there. It's very intimidating, especially the first time, because it's like it's so little sperm. It's so expensive, and you have like one shot. Like I was just kept imagining I was gonna have like a I Love Lucy moment, and it was gonna be like boom, 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 boom. Yeah, the soft cup helps because you can just dump it all in there, and then your only thing is to fold it and get the soft cup in. So that's definitely I wouldn't use any other menstrual cup because the soft cup blade will go flat. So I feel like it can get closer to the cervix, where the other ones, like the Diva cup and all that, one, they have a hole in them, but two, they're drawing everything down, right? Because it's meant to pull the gravity of your period down into the bottom of it, where soft cup is, if you've ever used it, it's not that sturdy if you've used it as a menstrual cup. Oh, who was a surrogate? Now I'm missing things in the chat. Okay. They had to help me create a lining so IVF has so many options. Okay, there you go. Were you not creating a lining before Genesis? Mine was due to tubal reversal. Oh, interesting. I feel like you guys have these tubal reversal videos. I feel like I want a video of like all the things that you found out afterwards, because I keep hearing, or maybe you already knew that. I did not know that having a tubal reversal could affect your lining. And I know some women have said they've had these different symptoms that they were not prepared for. Is it like a semi-menopause? Like how is your body registering that? Because it's not receiving an egg? Does it know it's not receiving an egg? Because I would just think it would just still go through. Are there receptors that happen when the egg lands? Or maybe because you would still be releasing the egg, right? It's just not going through the tube. So you would still have like a corpus luteum and progesterone. I'm very confused. I need answers. I need videos. When I did IVF, they said a focus for the baby. So I chose nursery, and each month I added something that was very therapeutic. That makes sense. You got to know yourself, girl. And I know my anxiety is too bad for that. I know myself, but I'm glad that it worked for you, sis. Hey, Alexandra, thank you. How are you? Happy Friday. Welcome. Come on in. I'm so excited. Uniquely Ursi is pregnant. I watched her channel when you did live. So excited for her. Gotta go back and watch her. Yeah, she is pregnant. I think she's probably like 10 months now. I'm so glad for her too, because she had the multiple surgeries from the fibroid, and it was like there was a lot going on. So I'm glad it worked out for her. To build my lining, I drank pomegranate juice. I ate a lot of pineapples, especially the pineapple core, to reduce inflammation. Yeah, I do pomegranate juice and exercise. I believe you need blood flow and oxygen to your pelvic region. Especially like if you're working from home, you're probably sitting in a chair most of the day. You move from the desk area to the couch and then to the bed. So, go for a little walk, or if your building has stairs, take the stairs, get the blood flowing. I'm afraid to try the soft cup. Why? What are you thinking of doing? You just going to put the vial in there? See, I was afraid of spilling it. But you got to do what's comfortable for you, Jazz. Don't let me talk you into nothing, girl. Whatever makes sense for you, because you got to feel comfortable in it. You know what I mean? You have to live with the ultimate outcome. So I'm just a bystander. Is it Muno Ariel? Do you by any chance know some tips for a successful implantation? They've told me I'm at risk of a miscarriage because of my adenomyosis. Girl, if I knew I would be pregnant right now, I would. Yeah, I don't know. A good lining, that's the only thing. Relaxation, I would definitely say if you can relax, take some time off. And yeah, girl, as soon as I know, I'm going to make a video about it. I promise. I don't mind supplementing progesterone. They may supplement it, but for the next cycle I try. I'm just waiting on AF now. Okay. You and me both, sister. You and me both. Oh, Lisa mom is a surrogate. Okay, I've got to find her then. Oh my God, I watched the surrogate one. The lady, oh my God, what am I trying to say? She had already had a kid. She had a friend. She had a baby as she was a surrogate for these two men. One of the husbands was like her best friend from childhood or whatever, and he didn't even want to ask. She offered, and like they were in Hawaii and she was in the States, or vice versa, because I know there was a travel issue in COVID, but they ended up all being there for the birth. Okay, Lisa mom is a surrogate. I'll find her channel. That's got to be so hard. I mean, God bless those women who do surrogacy, but I don't know if I would be able to let the baby go. Me and the baby been chilling for 40 weeks, talking and hanging out, and then it's just like, bye. Don't waste your money on reversal. It's only a 24% chance of it. Okay, that's a good thing to know. So if you had it to do over, you would have just went right to IVF. You wouldn't have even done the reversal. With the tubal, it doesn't release enough hormones and you can't get that back once the body has stopped. Oh, interesting. Okay. I needed that advice 4 years ago. Here I am doing IVF. Oh my God. Genesis, make a video about that because there's some other people right now planning a tubal reversal and thinking, oh yeah, I don't have to, I'm going to save money because I won't have to do IVF. And then not only did they pay for the reversal, put their body through that, but then also end up with IVF. The product that I used to detect my basal body temperature was called Ovusense. Okay, to insert it at nighttime and place it on the charge sensor in the morning and it will read your levels. Okay, that's what it was. It looked like a little sperm box thingy for me. It was like white, right? And it was like kind of squishy. I think that's the Ovusense. Okay. I'm getting through the comments, lady. Sorry if I'm slow. There's 68 of us in here. Do we have 68 thumbs up, 68 likes? Help a girl out. Do all the YouTube-y things for me, sis. Do all the YouTube-y things. I also had to be on progesterone the whole time. I did the soft cup after the transfer as well for 6 hours. Oh, did you put the progesterone in the soft cup, Genesis? Girl. Blood flow is definitely good for your lining, says Sunshine H, and for implantation. In fact, my RE told me to take a nice walk after my transfer, so I did, and that was the one that worked for me. 22 weeks now. Yay, congratulations. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Ms. Gemini, I'm glad you caught alive. Welcome. Happy Friday, sis. Hey, Andrea. Happy Friday. Chasing Rainbow is given on congratulations to Sunshine. They didn't tell me my discharge paperwork said it. I was mad and I tried Clomid 2 cycles and I had to do 2 cycles before they would let me do IVF because of the chemicals. Oh, wow. Oh, so they didn't even tell you it was only 24%? It was on the discharge paperwork? Does that mean it varies from patient to patient? Like, was yours 21% specific to your body? And that's why I was on. But they should have told you something going on. And they should have given you a range at least before. That's crazy. Michelle says, Genesis, I definitely agree with you. I wasted $7,000 on tubal reversal. That really caused heartache and aggravation. If I can rewind the clock, I would go straight to IVF. Okay, we heard it. We need to make a video about that. That is crazy. I watched the channel. Her name was Tiffany, a Black woman. She got pregnant at 44 and had amenorrhea for years. Had her daughter Navia at 45. She's been gone. Had cervical cancer. Was doing treatments. Oh my God. Okay. Wow. Yes, both Clomid cycles ended in a loss, but insurance forces you to reverse. Not good for mental health and a TTC journey. Oh, the insurance forces you to reverse? What the hell? I had no idea. That's crazy. Yeah, I've definitely heard ladies who had the tubal reversal talk about things that they were like, I didn't think that was going to happen. I didn't think this was going to happen. Or this thing changed and they didn't tell me, or I thought this, which is weird. If you are joining in for the replay crew, drop a blue heart in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe and do all the YouTube things too. Replay crew, we appreciate you. I sent somebody a comment and said, thank you for being on the replay crew. They're like, what is that? I was like, it means you watch the video afterwards because you missed the live. That's the replay crew. So all the replay crew, drop blue hearts in the comments when you come in. Okay, I think I got through all the questions. So yeah, I'm in good spirits, lady. I think all is well. And it just gives me more time, but it also has like bookends on it. Because I think before I was feeling kind of like too free when I was like, oh, maybe I'll do it in March, maybe I'll do it in April. Then I decided I was going to do it in May and I ended up having 2 periods. And then so like I was ready, but not ready. So I feel like this little bit of a delay gives me 2 more weeks and it's the right protocol. I feel like this is the right protocol with the Lupron, with the Lovenox. Yeah, I don't know. This one I have a good feeling about. I can't explain it. Is that like intuition, women's instinct, something? Something was not quite right about that last one. And I was like excited, but I was also like, what? Something's not right. And this just feels like it's clicking into place. And I've been practicing eating well. Or not practicing. But I got in the funk. I was eating like a lot of fast food and takeout. which is not good for the wallet or the waist, right? And so now I've been preparing my food and I've been getting my water in, even if it's got flavoring in it. And just I feel like mentally I'm a little calmer. And I talked to you guys, we talked about doing meditation and I got my affirmation cards out and just like chilling the fuck out, So I feel like this was a good reset. I'm not feeling no type of way about it. I feel like this was a good reset. Yeah, so I'm just taking it in stride. And like I said, I have my health. I got a place to stay. All my bills are paid. So I just gotta chill. Like what? Chill out. Yeah. So I think this is good. All right, ladies. I have enjoyed hanging out with you. Nobody wanted to come up and chat, but that's okay. We had a good time. I hope you guys all have amazing weekends. I love you. I appreciate you. And I will talk to you later. Mwah. Baby, that's to us all.